Hey, it's Debs from Soul Harmony Yoga. How are you doing? Welcome to our first week of setting up your own home yoga practice and having a full month of complete support from myself to help you do this. So each week we're going to be doing a weekly Facebook Live video, and I'm going to help you to work through any blockages and issues that might prevent you from setting up a home yoga practice, because it actually is sometimes can be more challenging than people think to put themselves on the mat and get them to the place where they're ready for their home yoga practice. So I've done this video today on a Wednesday, you'll notice, and the rest of the Facebook Lives are on Tuesdays because it's spring or autumn equinox, depending on where you are. For me, it's autumn because I'm in Western Australia. And for those if you're in the UK or maybe America, then you'll be coming into spring equinox, which I'm sure is very warmly welcomed. And it's a lovely day to do this on because, excuse me, the equinox is all around balance. It's obviously the equal day, equal night light, and it's around balance and balance of the masculine and feminine, the being and the doing. And it's just a lovely way to start it for myself as well, because for me, yoga is all around balance. So today we're going to be looking at the potential barriers to you setting up your home yoga practice, and I'm going to take you through a few questions and get you to consider why you're doing or want to set up a home yoga practice, or why you want to deepen your current home yoga practice. And for me, I wanted to tell you about my why and how I came to yoga briefly in the first place. Before I do that, I just wanted to tell you about one of my students and a testimonial they sent to me a couple of days ago. And the testimonial was all around what they got from the website, which for me, I love getting testimonials because it's like other people are telling me what they're getting from my work, and sometimes I don't always see that that's what the work is creating. So it's a really fascinating thing for me to hear. And she said that she tried a lot of online yoga classes, on YouTube and that kind of thing, but she found that within the website it was more of a whole supported practice. It was around healthy lifestyles with the blogs that are there. The yoga classes she found she felt really safe when she was doing the yoga classes, and that they were really well explained and really clear to follow, even though she hadn't done much yoga before. So I just wanted to share that with you because it's always better to hear from other people about what they're experiencing. And I've got lots of testimonials now on the website of current students that are using the classes daily. So do have a look at those. Okay, so let's get down to today's video on what we're going to be going through. Today we're going to be looking at your big why. Why do you want to start a home yoga practice? Why do you want to deepen your yoga practice? What do you feel that you're going to get from doing this? And why are you even watching this video when there's so many things you could be doing with your time? And I really want you to connect into that, because that is what is going to motivate you to get yourself onto the mat. So there's a handout that's on a post that's pinned on the Facebook page, and there's a link to the handout on the website, which is anybody can access that. So just head on over after the video, and if you want to download it or if you want to print it off, then feel free. And then you can jot down and use this handout again and again as you go through your practice, because it might change as you go through. Okay, so my big why of why I came to yoga was because I was going through my final exams at university. I was 22 and I'd heard that it helped you to relax. And I was really stressed. It was the final year, it was full on, and I just wanted something that was going to relax and rebalance me. So I started a yoga class, and it wasn't long before I really started to actually feel quite different. I felt this like weird calmness, even though there's a lot of chaos. You're 22, there's lots of stuff going around. I lived in a house with 7 people. It was pretty intense, and it just helped me to connect into this really lovely calmness that and stillness within myself that I hadn't really felt before. So I wasn't reacting to things as I had been doing before. And I went through my final exams feeling so balanced and so calm. And even people notice, wow, you seem a lot calmer than you used to be. And yeah, it was just a really lovely discovery, which in your 20s, we do have those kind of moments where you discover something and it completely changes how you feel within yourself. So I carried on practicing yoga. I read a lot about meditation. I went on retreats and just started exploring it more and more. And then I started doing it at home. I had yoga books, or I'd go to a class and then do some yoga at home. And then probably about 3 or 4 years ago, I discovered online yoga. And I just thought it was amazing that I could just press play in the, my lounge room or my yoga room and choose a class that really suited me for that day. I didn't have to travel anywhere. I didn't even have to be dressed. I did have clothes on, but I was in my pajamas or, it was just so easy for me to do that. So I set up a online yoga website so that other people could have this experience, because for me, I'm so passionate about, sharing what yoga can bring to your life. And it's more than just meditation. It's more than just a spiritual practice, because you've got the body work as well. So you've got the physical strengthening, the flexibility, and then you've got the breath work, the calming, you've got the emotional work where it balances your nervous system. And then from that, there's a stronger connection if you want to have a stronger spiritual connection. So it kind of covered everything for me. So that's how I came to yoga. So I'm hoping that you'll find over the next 4 weeks the why you want to set up your home yoga practice. And it changes over time, but the benefits never really change. Just how you experience your life changes because of what you're discovering in your yoga practice, what you're releasing, what you're opening yourself up to. And yeah, it's just a really lovely thing to have. So I've got my notes here, and I'm just going to go through a few questions, and I'm going to invite you to just sort of sit and listen to the questions and then go through, when you're on your own, the questions, either using the handout, just use a pen, a piece of paper, whatever works for you. So the first question that I want to you to think about is, why do you want to start or continue your home yoga practice? And what benefits do you feel you're going to get from doing this? Or what are you hoping to get? Not just for yourself, but for those around you as well. So whether it's your family or your friends or your work colleagues, because it doesn't just affect you when you're practicing yoga. And this is the beautiful thing that I love about it, is that it's also how it impacts those around you, because you've got this lovely, calm sort of inner demeanor. It sort of spans out to the people around you. And that for me is what I offer to the world. And whenever there's all this stuff going on in the world, I just think, well, if I keep bringing myself back to a beautiful, peaceful space, and then I share this peace and this joy and this compassion with others, that is what I'm offering to the world. And it just makes me feel like I'm actually doing something to contribute to humanity. So that's the first question. The second question is, what would happen if you didn't have a regular home yoga practice? What state would you be in if you weren't in a balanced, peaceful state? How would you feel? So I guess that one for me was, I'd feel a bit flighty and not very grounded, and probably have mild anxiety, I would say, because my yoga practice has also helped me to manage, this mild anxiety that sometimes comes up from different things that happen in life. And so that was what it was for me. It kind of helps me to stay away from that space. How would this affect you? And how would this affect those around you if you were in that space as opposed to a peaceful and calm space? I'll just leave that one with you. And the next one is where you're going to, and this is the work that you're going to do after this video, is see yourself connecting into this why and notice what is around you when you're practicing. So part of setting up your home yoga practice is the space that you're going to practice in. And for me, I love practicing outdoors, and I'm very fortunate. I live in Australia, and yesterday I went to the beach. I took my phone, I played a class, and I did it on the beach, and it was just gorgeous. And if you can do it outside in nature, that for me is like the ultimate yoga class. Thank you. So someone's joined me. And just create a space around you. What do you see around you? What would you have that's around you that would make it a special experience? Or, you know, it could be as simple as putting on some beautiful soft music or lighting a candle. It doesn't have to be that you've got to repaint the whole room. And, you know, there often we can come up with excuses of the room isn't ready or it's not right, or you simply need a place to roll down your yoga mat and something that just has a little bit of something that is special to you. That means it's a, you know, it's a special experience that you're creating for yourself. It's special time. So just have a think about that. Maybe essential oils, you know, just something that you acknowledge that you're creating that time. Okay. The next one is I'm going to invite you to consider days that work better for you for your yoga practice. So what days do you work? What days do you have space in between childcare, or, you know, when do you have some free time? And if at the moment your mind goes, well, I don't have any free time, that's the issue, then I'm going to challenge you on that over the next month, but not today. Okay, so if you're in that space where you think I don't have any free time, then your homework is to play a relaxation when you get into bed at night. That is your homework and nothing more. Okay, so just think about your patterns and use your why you want to do this to give you motivation to actually look for time to create. The shortest class I do is 10 minutes. So to start your practice, all you need is 10 minutes. In fact, there's an 8-minute relaxation. So all you need is 8 minutes to start. And I promise you, as we go over this month, you will start to find more time. It's just weird how it works, but it happens. So trust me. I want you to trust me on this. Okay? All right. Let's see. What do you need to do to get the space in your house? What is going to work best for you based on who else lives with you? So thinking about pets are a huge thing with yoga, because a lot of people say my dog just keeps interfering with my yoga practice, which I totally understand. So maybe consider that someone takes the dog out for 20 minutes and you get to do your yoga practice, or luxuriously takes the dog out for an hour with the kids and everybody's gone. Okay, so just think about, you actually deserve this time and you're allowed, and I give you permission to ask, if you're with a family, and particularly if you've got young children, for people to help you out to create space for you. Okay. It's okay to do this, and I want you to feel into being okay of asking others to help you to set this up, because sometimes that's what it takes, because life's busy, and I know this, and I've been doing this home yoga practice for, how many years? Well, 22, 23 years now, and I have mastered it, and I know exactly all the mindset, you know, blocks that come up, and I can't do it because of this or that, and so I'm going to help you get through all of those. Okay, so the last thing that's on the handout is to invite you to put up a picture or have something on your phone screen, you know, your screensaver, that reminds you to set this time for yourself, something that really kind of deeply connects with you into your heart, that's going to help you to really just go, oh yeah, that's right. I'm inviting myself into that deeper space. Maybe once a week, maybe twice a week, whatever works for you. Okay. So they're the things that I want you to do. You could have, something on your fridge. Sometimes I have something on my fridge, a picture, or I make an image in Canva or something if you're kind of into that stuff, and have it as a screensaver on my computer. And it just kind of keeps little memories coming back or little triggers of, oh yeah, that's right, I'm caring for myself. I'm wanting to start a home yoga practice. Okay, so the last part of what I want to take you through today is what you're actually going to do. Now, fingers crossed the technology works here. What you're actually going to do once you've done your handout. So when you've signed up to your monthly membership, when you go into login on the home page, and then you sign in, you'll come up to a page that looks like this, and it won't have this black bit at the top because that's my WordPress, band for working on the website. But you will have, so just ignore that, my courses and memberships, and then because you haven't started any courses yet, you'll have this band, courses in progress. These are all the courses. And then you'll have these three, my certificates, achievements, my membership. And then it'll tell you that you're on the monthly membership. And then you'll see browse available courses. So I want you to go into browse available courses. And then I'm going to show you a mapping tool that I've set up to help you look at all the classes and tell you what's in them all. Okay, so this is the library of classes. So you can see I won't go through them all right now. I'll just slowly go down so you can see. And I've also separated the classes into time referenced classes. So we've got 30-minute classes. We've got 10 to 20-minute classes. We've got 1-hour classes, Facebook Live classes. But the one I want you to go into is course bonuses. Now it's not gonna say continue because you haven't started yet, but just press the red button and go into course bonuses. And from here, you actually go into the classes that are within course bonuses. And it tells you a little bit about what's in them. And then you'll have to access this course. So you just click on the red button again. And then you'll see this is all the courses that are in the course bonuses. Okay, there's quite a lot of courses. I'm not going to go through them all, but it's the top 3 that I want you to look at for the first week. Okay, so the first one is a safety briefing. And I really want you to take some time, it's about 2 or 3 pages long, to read the safety briefing because I'm so all about safety. And I always show modifications for different postures, and I always invite you to allow yourself to, let the posture meet you where you're at for the day, rather than you trying to ram yourself into a posture that doesn't feel right. Okay, so if you've got any health issues, even if you don't have any health issues, I really do recommend that you read the quick safety briefing. Okay, let's have a look at the mapping tool. So this is a handout that has all the classes on. So you literally just click on and wait for it to download. And you can also click on the download, post a PDF, and it will come up and you can print it off if you like as well. So we've got the postures on the left, and then across the top we've got physical and benefits. So what's strengthening, what's being toned in your body, what parts of your body you're creating more flexibility in, and then you've got the emotional and spiritual benefits. So when I'm looking for a class in the morning, if I'm not sure, I come to the mapping tool, and I might be looking at, I just want to feel a bit more, energy or vitality. I want to be uplifted emotionally, so I might look at the emotional benefits. Or I might want to, clear my base chakra. So I might look at the emotional or spiritual, or it may be that I've been working on my hip quite a lot recently, so I want to look for a class that's going to help me open my hips up. So it just depends on what it is that you're wanting from your class from that day. And one of the other videos that we go through, I will help you to work out, well, how do I know what class I want? So we'll talk about that further on in the course. So this is a 16-page document, and so you can see how many classes, how many postures it's got in. But the other thing that you'll find, which is really important for deciding what to do with the class, is first of all, where the class is, what course is it in, and what lesson is it, and also how long the class is. So you could literally just scroll down and look at the timings of the class if that was an issue. Or you can go to, if we go back, so let's go at mapping tool. So to go back, go for this little pink one, and you'll just go back to the course where you came out of. And then we're going to go back again into courses. So it's really easy to follow. So we've got short on time classes. We've got the 30-minute classes. We've got the full hour classes, and the Facebook Live classes tend to be 1 hour as well. So that's a real mix of classes that I've done. We'll just have a brief look at that. If you continue after the month, you'll then be invited into the private Facebook group where I do a full 1 hour class once a month, a live class that you can join me and ask me any questions and that kind of thing. So we've got a full moon yoga class to balance you in the full moon, a detox class, and a couple of hip opening classes. And then we've got a relaxing yoga to reduce inflammation class as well. Okay, so your homework for today is go through the questions, have a look in the course bonuses. So let's just go back into there. And because there's also a poster that I've put in here. So go into course bonuses, have a look at the mapping tool, have a look at the quick safety briefing, and then there's a poster that you can download that reminds you of why you're doing your yoga practice. Okay, and it gives you permission. So have that on the wall so that it reminds you of, I do want to make some time to come back to my home yoga practice, and really sit with why you want to do this. Okay, so let's just come out of there, come back to there. Oh, I'm loving this technology. Can't tell you how relieved I am. Fingers crossed it works. So there's your homework. Now, I'll also invite you to, on this video, just write a comment below, or a like or a heart or something, so I can start to see how many people are getting involved with this. And I would love you to write a comment for what it is that you're wanting to get out of this practice. But if you don't want to, some people are a little bit shy about being on Facebook, and I totally get that. Please send me an email to debs@soulharmonyyoga.org, and I will get back to you within a couple of days. And I'm just really wanting to help you to get your yoga practice up and running in a way that really works for you. So please get in touch and share what you're discovering in the Facebook group as well, because it really helps us to stay connected as a group when we're commenting, and you can see what other people are experiencing. So if you're happy to do that, then please do that. So thank you so much for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure. And so next week we'll be back on Tuesday rather than the Wednesday, and then from then on there'll be 3 more weeks of videos on Tuesday, and I look forward to seeing you then. Enjoy. Let me know how you go, and I'll see you next time. Namaste.